The CS market is about to explode. Despite the really scary looking conditions right now, everything good is ahead of us and the numbers will be insane. Let me explain. Case opening numbers are already almost at the highest we've ever seen, just above 45 million in the month of October, and the highest peaks we've had is around 50 million. This is with the player count dropping significantly over the past month, but the casual scene seems to not care at all and is ripping through these cases. Now, the reason I mention casuals is because the Steam market prices were not affected at all from the crash until the very end of it recently, especially case prices. With a potential operation coming, casuals are going to be storming into the game, buying play skins, knives, and obviously cases to unbox, and it's going to drag the market up crazily, I think. But before we continue, a quick word from the sponsor. CSGO Empire has a ton of skins listed at cheaper than buff price, and you might be thinking, isn't that a gambling site? Partially, but not entirely. They have an entire marketplace dedicated to peer-to-peer buying and selling with 0% fees, and if you sort by the best deals, you'll easily find stuff cheaper than buff. As you can see here, these gloves are 3.36% off. You can easily flip them for profit, and Empire also offers any deposit method you could think of, including many different cryptos and real money options. And you're able to withdraw with all of these options, including USDC, which you could turn to cash instantly. Of course, there's no wager requirement on any deposit either, so be sure to check them out with that link in the description and start getting skins for cheaper than buff today. Casual players are what drove the market up initially when we first got CS2 hype. That's when those 45 to 50 million cases were being unboxed in a month and when the skin market was absolutely booming. People that just want to buy nice stuff and don't care too much about investing were pouring in, and old players obviously weren't selling. Why would they? The hype still seemed to be ahead of them. Well, that lasted for a while until the quote-unquote full release of CS2 turned out to be a complete disappointment recently, and all the investors realized that it's a bit of a dud for now, and buff prices absolutely collapsed because of that. Well, casuals, Steam market enjoyers, and degen case openers didn't really care at all, and no selling really happened until the end of it, where I don't know if they just got word of the rest of the market crashing and decided to sell or what, but even then, the Steam market prices haven't dropped nearly as much as the buff prices or for nearly as long. Now, imagine if we get an operation or some big update to the game that actually brings hype, casual players to the game, and people willing to spend a ton of money on unboxing. And imagine how those already really high case opening numbers are going to be pushed up even more. And the overall hype with skins, it'll just be insane. With the prices currently at pre-CS2 hype levels at some really liquid skins and certain cases, not all of them, but certain investing cases like the clutch case are really cheap right now, you got to imagine that's going to blow up again when the time comes, when the big update comes and when players come with it. Who knows if it'll be as quick of a move as the one we saw initially, but anything that'll keep players coming to the game will help the market out immensely long term. We've seen it already, so now's the time to be patient, hold your skins and investments, and not be afraid to even double down or buy in more, especially if you're a case investor, because if you were afraid of buying at high prices, well, you don't really got that anymore. Not to say the market has completely bottomed and we just aren't going to see a red day after this. I still think we have a bit of going down ahead of us, but there's not infinite panic sellers. You just got to wait for that demand to come back and the player count to come back, once again, hopefully with a big update that comes soon. So yeah, as always, if you enjoyed, be sure to check out CSGO Empire, get that 0% buying and selling fee, and of course, skins cheaper than buff price. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.